Let's hear what this man's been up to. Waking from a miserable sleep, the human trafficker rubbed his eyes, scratched his crotch, and spat on the rocks. The strange noise of the night had caused him to veer off course, and he was not completely sure where he was. He had none of this far to the north. He had always deserted the clients well before now, when he had made sure he had stolen all their money. He was not a believer in monsters or boogeymen, but the sounds of the previous night caused his hair to stand on end and brought back stories he had heard when he was living with his uncle. The often drunk bandit frequently told him stories to scare him. For the humor, entertainment, it provided the old coyote. He grew up not knowing exactly what to believe. His uncle taught him to trade his trade and sent him to provide for his family. He had also taught to trust no one, not even him. So El Coyote checked his pockets, looked south, and ambled clumsily. And 2 generations passed, made the next step in his life. Near the base of a large black butte, the smuggler headed south in no path or trail, and possibly where human tracks may never have been. For the brothers, there was no need for awakening. They spent last 8 hours folded against a small fire discussing revenge, monsters, home cooking, and why they hadn't carried guns. They hadn't joined the group of pilgrims out of need, but out of adventure and curiosity. Having been brought up in a middle class household, there was no real need but the relief of boredom and the ageless desire to see the other side of the fence. Ironically, no one at home had protested their adventure too heartily. Since showing their independence from an early age, the family of two always had assumed together they would either kill each other or create stories for future generations. Either way, they might provide some benefit to the extended family, as is the hope of all families. We do even know what we're doing, asked Jesus. Do you want us to return home with nothing? Replied Ramos. They squatted between thoughts of common sense and those of insanity. He is armed. He has our money. Was that a noise? Where do you think the others are? Where do you think we are? Where do you think he is? He is sucking sand if I find him, said Ramos. Was that a sound? I don't remember. More to come. Thank you. Man in the Desert.